build a legacy of love, of synergy, of good energy. So, he looked like all that came from a bag of broken promises and disappointments. But she didn't care. It's quite possible that his quiet charisma could have been misjudged for aloofness and dishonor. A musician's cross to bear. He was bronze and brown, woolly bearded, and angular faced. He had that air of filling up a room without mumbling a word to say he was there. Quiet confidence. She had been intrigued when she seen him at the local spots in Memphis, so when Clarksdale, Mississippi had missed her on the itinerary for the Juke Joint Festival, she couldn't allow herself to fade into quiet stupor any longer. She, ever the one to rest in her own softness, felt it incumbent upon her to play it cool and demure. Not one to assert the evasive shooting of shots because her Southern lady realness liked to be pursued instead of delighting in the pursuit. But he appeared godly to her. No, not in the way that religion inserts itself, but regal, a healer, divine. So she adorned herself in the shea butter and coconut oil, fragrant with the softest of jasmine notes. She retwisted her locks with the precision of fly. She painted on her favorite Boss Lady red lippy, complementing her coffee undertones just enough. The yellow dress hit the curvature of her spine as she began to make that 75-mile commute to Clarksdale on a mission. He sat perched with that electric guitar, telling all those stories of the blues. He was sweat, funky, kinky, cocky in all the right ways. Although he made that electric guitar talk to everyone in the crowd, she saw his boom and his back, his rhythm and his blues were meant only for her in that yellow dress that hit the curvature of her spine just enough. She knew that this time she wouldn't fade into the background. She couldn't rest under the comfort of obscurity. Her divine feminine was her sword, and why not yield it for him to see her this time? So Doom with the strumming of his guitar, and she commenced to move and sway. Again, the guitar sang, and she captured a rock in the groove. Again it sad, and she danced with her hips in trance with the heat of the southern suns. Fiery tempos and energy impacted her soul. She decided to allow her ancestors, both African and indigenous alike, to awaken her fluidity. Undulations of sweet cadence. And her body moved as such. For she had determined that nothing that the Creator has so wonderfully made should ever be considered forbidden because it came in a womanly form. Nothing of her shape was taboo, and she owned her right to liberation. She, in her realization, had the right to take up space. Strumming again, he played to the pulse of her this moment. And she danced with all the might in her hips